missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated.
Bombs are falling across Tehran, Isfahan, Qom, Kermanshah, across the entire country of Iran. Most shocking of all, strikes were carried out on the compound of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and it has now been confirmed that he has been killed. This has reportedly been confirmed by Iranian state television itself.
حضرت آیت الله العظما سید علی حسینی خامنه‌ای در راه سربلندی حرم جمهوری اسلامی ایران شهد گوارای شهادت را نوشیدند.
Iran has declared 40 days of national mourning and 7 days of public holiday. Khamenei was in his office when the strike occurred. Along with him, his daughter, his son-in-law, and his granddaughter were also killed. Several top Iranian military commanders were killed during a Defense Council meeting. Trump stated, "The people that make all the decisions, most of them are gone." The reaction on the streets of Tehran has been divided. Some people celebrated, while others were seen mourning. In response, Iran has launched missiles not only at Israel, but also at the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait. Explosions were heard in Dubai. One person was killed in Abu Dhabi due to missile debris. Smoke was seen rising near the U.S. Al Udeid Air Base in Doha. In Bahrain, the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet Base reportedly suffered a direct hit, and shocking videos of the strike have emerged. Iran's armed forces, the IRGC, claimed they attacked 27 American military bases. The operation was named Operation True Promise 4. The attacks were not limited to military bases, but also targeted civilian areas. Evidence of this can be seen in Dubai, Kuwait, and Bahrain, where 5-star hotels and international airports were reportedly targeted. Most Gulf countries have closed their entire airspace. All flights have been canceled. If these strikes escalate into a full-scale war, the impact will be far worse. India imports more than 50% of its crude oil through the Strait of Hormuz. Currently, India imports around 2.6 million barrels of oil daily from Gulf countries. If Iran closes Hormuz, India's oil supply could be disrupted. Reports suggest that Iranian forces have already announced the closure of the strait. Experts are calling this India's nightmare scenario. The immediate impact would be rising petrol and diesel prices, increased shipping costs, higher inflation, and further pressure on the Indian rupee. Look at the timing. Prime Minister Modi returned from Israel just 2 days ago. On February 25th and 26th, Modi was in Israel, having dinner with Netanyahu and delivering a speech in the Knesset. Now, Israeli defense officials reportedly told Reuters that this attack had been planned weeks earlier. The most heartbreaking part of this situation is that schools in Iran were also attacked. In the city of Minab, a girls' primary school was bombed, killing at least 100 children during the daytime, while the school was full. Ironically, Israel's official account tweeted, "Israel has the right to defend itself," even though they carried out the first strike. The current situation reportedly began in December 2025 when Iran's economy collapsed. The currency fell by 40%, food prices increased by 72%, and the largest protests in Iran's history began. The government allegedly fired on its own people, with estimates suggesting more than 30,000 protesters were killed. Trump responded by saying, "Help is on the way." The U.S. reportedly built up the largest military presence in the Middle East since the 2003 Iraq War. However, in early February, it seemed the situation might cool down. Just 1 day before the strike, Oman's finance minister said that a peace deal between the U.S. and Iran was within reach. But the very next day, bombs began falling. According to the Washington Post, the attack had been planned months earlier. Allegedly, a Saudi prince and Israel repeatedly lobbied Trump to carry it out. Trump's tweet portrayed him as the world's boss, telling the Iranian people, "When we are finished, take over your government." This script reminds many of 2003, when the U.S. launched the Iraq War, a war that lasted 20 years, cost American taxpayers billions, and caused suffering for ordinary people. Now Iran is twice the size of Iraq, and the justification is removing a dictator to bring peace and democracy to the Iranian people. But the real question is whether this will benefit ordinary citizens or harm them. History shows that foreign intervention can make things worse. The examples of Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein demonstrate this. Both were brutal dictators, but after US intervention, their countries became even more unstable. Conditions worsened for ordinary citizens, and new extremist groups emerged. The biggest fear now is whether Iran could face similar instability.